Hello everybody and welcome to another video tutorial in the Lotus Web3 series. Today we're going to be talking about the Lotus Slasher and the Lotus Disputer.
You can't handle the truth!
Lotus Slasher and Lotus Disputer are essential services provided by the Filecoin protocol. They help maintain network integrity, prevent bad actors, reward active participants. Both processes are highly efficient and lightweight, with a minimal resource footprint and zero detrimental effect on the performance of your Lotus node. Let's start with the Lotus Slasher. The Filecoin protocol enforces penalties for three types of consensus faults. You can find direct links to these consensus faults in the description below. Any Lotus node operator can leverage the Lotus Slasher service. The Slasher monitors all incoming blocks, invoking the report consensus fault method on the miner actor. Faulting block producers will incur a fine equivalent to 5 times the current epoch's block reward value. They are ineligible to produce any further blocks for a full finality period of 900 epochs, and they are prohibited from pre-committing or recovering storage during that same finality period. The successful Lotus Slasher operator receives a reward equal to 25% of the current epoch's block reward value. So let's move on to actually configuring and running Lotus Slasher. Firstly, no additional installation steps are required. Slasher is already pre-bundled with Lotus. Lotus Miner is not required to operate a Slasher node, but Lotus Wallet must be installed and available. Enable Lotus Slasher by setting the following options in the Lotus Daemon config toml. As you see in the right-hand screen, I'm setting Enable Consensus Fault Reporter to true, and I'm also setting Consensus Fault Reporter data directory to a local path. An optional wallet address may be set with the Consensus Fault Reporter address. If no wallet address is specified, the default Lotus wallet will be used. Once you have your configuration settings in place, simply save the file and we can run daemon as usual. Moving on to Lotus Disputer. Window posts are accepted and recorded off-chain, eliminating the need for extensive on-chain proof checking. Third-party Lotus Disputer operators enable off-chain verification with the Dispute Window Post functionality. Any Lotus node operator can leverage the Lotus Disputer service. Storage providers responsible for submitting faulty proofs will incur a fine based on the proportion of the expected block reward they would have received from each incorrectly proved sector. They will also have all sectors with incorrect proofs appropriately labeled as faulty. The successful Lotus Disputer operator is rewarded with a fixed dispute reward presently set at 4 fil. Now let's move on to actually running the Lotus Disputer instance. Firstly, no additional installation steps are required. Disputer is already pre-bundled with Lotus. Lotus Miner is not required to operate a Disputer node, but Lotus Wallet must be installed and available. Once your daemon is fully synced, you can run Lotus Disputer with the following command as a separate process: Lotus Chain Disputer Start. The default Lotus wallet will be used if not specified with the optional from flag. Run Lotus Chain Disputer help at any time to view optional additional flags. Any RPC warning messages encountered during the Disputer startup process can be safely ignored. Lotus Disputer will take around 7 minutes to fully start, so we will fast forward this section to the 7-minute mark. As we can see in the right hand screen, Lotus Disputer has now started and is successfully verifying window post proofs. That concludes our Lotus Slasher and Disputer video tutorial for today. Please feel free to reach out to the Lotus team at any time at the channel links listed on screen. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you soon.